What is up, everyone? This is the Undead Ninja here. Welcome to my channel. I missed you guys, my fellow Shadow Warriors. Where have you been? Where have I been? Well, you know what? Let me tell you where I've been, okay? So, I have been doing a few things, a few different arrangements to the background, getting my area situated. I got my mic up. Say hello. Okay? We got my mic, we got my adapter. Trying to make the quality more better, okay? Well, within this process, I have came across a different video game. Okay? Cue the intro. So, fun fact about my moniker, the Undead Ninja, okay? I've had 4 gamer tags in my Xbox lifetime, okay? One being Carbon Michael, the other one being S118 Ninja Sniper for Halo because that was my role. Okay, third one being the Undead Ninja, which kind of derived off of Hollywood Undead and a few other things regarding the fact that I'd always respawn. It's like a whole little thing, right? And to also continue on to the ninja thing. Well, and then for a little bit, actually when I first started the YouTube channel, it was the Undead Warden, just because I wanted to keep the undead part. But realized it was better to go back to the Undead Ninja, okay? So that's where we are right now, okay? And while discussing this, we've learned a few different things, okay? I like ninja games, okay? And I was going across the Game Pass, and here I found Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Okay, I've heard about this game multiple different times from people, and I knew that it was a hack and slash. Okay, and honestly, this game has some of the best potential I've ever seen. Like, as a first time player, clearly the game has already had its own success and whatnot. Like, take a look at the intro. It already gives you, like, the chapters that it's on. And at this moment of me playing the game, I'm on chapter 3. So, I'm not too far into the game, but it already gives you an intro onto what's going on and what you're expecting. Okay? And then to top it off, the cutscenes are great. Like, look at the intro here. Like, we have what's going on being the sky view of everything. Okay? And then you start to see some of the side characters, specifically this blonde lady. And she, starts saying that she's looking for Ryu Hayabusa, which is your character. Okay? So it's pretty cool on how, like, you understand the atmosphere and whatnot. And, like, as you see here, you can see, like, the connection of this lady looking for Ryo Hayabusa, and then all of a sudden something comes into play. Like, you have these other ninjas who are not only being beaten but jumping in trying to mess with you, right? And to top it off, you also got these other people not really understanding, like, what's going on. And then, like, as this lady's getting captured, you can see right here that Ryu is gonna come and do his best to rescue her. Okay, see why you're just trying to figure out what's going on. Can we say right here too is like, oh, what a way to make an entrance. Like, you just demolished your enemies and you're like, oh, found the lady. Okay. And instantly, like, your ninja instinct was like, oh, something's coming at my face, dog.
We have the woman. I expected more, Ryu Hayabusa.
Bro, you gonna let him insult you like that, dog? I would not let that slide. At this moment, I'm taking out his clan. I'm putting him on a t-shirt. Bro, you do not disrespect me like that in my own country. All right, to put it in perspective here, clearly it's a hack and slash game. There's a lot of blood and gore that goes everywhere. You're a ninja taking out other ninjas. It's bound to happen. Okay. Issue is, I'm unsure if you can do it in good old YouTube guidelines. So I'm not gonna be showing much more, but basically the premise is you do learn the controls and the movement of this part of the game. I also like the little lore that it brings up too, because it's like when your fellow ninjas are in, I guess, the circumstances on how they get ratioed, you can see like what technique they were trying to use and failed. Also, little puppy with a sword, amazing.
The ninja way knows neither good nor evil.
Corruption of the soul is a fate that befalls the weak.
Enough talk. The ties that bind our clans are severed tonight.
Bro, can I say what a hard line that was?
Bloodstains on my blade. Fool.
Also, let's go back to the first chapter, like towards the end of this scene. This bro aura farming, like he Piccolo and whatnot, okay? And bro's got like 20/20 binocular visions where he can literally see this girl getting her ass beat like it's nothing, okay? Yeah, oh, girl got slapped right there, okay? Then he's also like, you know what? I'm gonna hop down, do a roll, and somehow glide like he's Alex Mercer through the window. Like, look here, bro. Uh, corporate wants you to find the difference, but you can't find it. Don't ask me why it took like 30 years to defeat this man. Okay, this like monster thing. Okay, I'm playing the game on hard mode. Like for a first timer, it's probably not a good idea, but yeah. Anyways, like looks at this cutscene, man. Like it really interacts how powerful this guy is and how he's like demolishing your father, taking him away like God took away mine. Okay, and yeah, but the appreciation of this part is I get to water run like I'm a ninja from Naruto. This is one of my favorite parts. And can I also bring up the appreciation I also have with this game with like making me really like even in a short time dislike a character and dislike the other character. Okay? Even though you meet these bosses for like brief times, it at least at the moment, right? Like I said, I had only in chapter 3. Um I can see why I dislike that lady that keeps coming up. She seems to be a big nuisance. And then to top it off, this guy that I'm currently boss battling, okay, and it's interesting to me because like you get this amazing cutscene like you have right here, all right, and I already know that guy's probably coming back, but I don't like him, and he's probably gonna whoop my ass, okay. And then that lady, she's just a handful, man, and she does nothing but get in my way. All right, here we go with one last aura farm scene that this guy has. Like, let's not forget that this guy literally jumped off another building, went into another window, and he's like, you know what? Let me make sure I destroy this dragon, jump on him, to have a way to glide to the floor. Okay, we're just gonna ignore the fact that he did all this random crazy stuff right beforehand. But it is what it is, right? So I know this game is A to B hack and slash, so like there's not really much room for exploration, but it does reward you for the little exploration that it has, such as you get crates and chests that give you certain items, to help heal, to help you get away with, basically living, okay? And honestly, within that time period, you can see a lot that's going on, and you can see how beautiful the area and the scenery is. Wherever it puts you in. If it puts you like in the second map, you have your mountains. You can see around you where there's rivers, cliffs, and whatnot. If it puts you in a city, you can tell that it's an actual city, and that's something that's very appreciative. Like not necessarily the sandbox, but the game box itself. Like when you look right here, you can see a bunch of the sakura trees, you know, surrounding you, and all their leaf petals, you know, floating in the air. And yeah, like I said, I very appreciate that. So my overall conclusion to this game is, at least, you know, so far, is that it's a pretty good game. I like the cutscenes. I like the way that it's story driven, and on top of it, it has its difficulty. Like I said earlier, I'm playing it on hard mode, so it's a bunch of different things. I'm hoping to have it finished within a month or two. Just because, you know, I'm busy all the time. Like I said, I'm starting chapter 4. Uh, and yeah. So, for the overall conclusion of this, I do enjoy it. And it's got my attention. Sorry, there is a spider right there. I'm just gonna. Okay. Anyways, so the more things that I'm very excited for is to see how this ends up and what turns up at the end of the game. I kind of want to do the fourth Ninja game, just because, you know, they're both on the Game Pass. Might as well while it's free. Fun fact: lost a spider. Yeah. So my plan is now, you know, I'm gonna be doing more of a live reaction type video with you know, my Twitch and whatnot, when it comes to Sekiro, just because I want to. I was told to have actual live reaction when it comes to that game, and yeah. But other than that, I'm gonna continue doing, you know, info videos that I like. I have a new series that I'm thinking about dropping. I just gotta put it all together. And now that I got my setup a little bit more, you know, in place, and on top of it, I got a mic that works and sounds better when I speak. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for what comes next, guys. Hey, remember to stay in the shadows. This is the Undead Ninja. Out.